Kent Peters and Money Talk here with another video. And this is something that we all can't avoid. And that is paying taxes. Yeah, I know paying taxes suck. When I got my first job at Albertson, I remember I was getting paid like $5.90 an hour. I thought that was so cool. Well, of course they take all the taxes out, which sucks. Then the end of not the end of the year, but like the beginning of the next year, you'll get like a tax form. Just for you people that never had a job before, you do have to get like you will get like it'll be a W-2 form if you work for an employee. If you have like your own business, it's like a 1099 form. So most people, when they file their W-2 form, they usually get money back, but sometimes some people they do have to pay. So if you do have to pay those taxes, then you have to pay it. Because I'll tell you something, don't fight paying your taxes because it's a losing battle. You're going to have to pay it eventually. They will. Sometimes we end up having to pay more taxes than we thought we were going to have to pay. They'll give you they'll extend to like October. So it's usually around April the 15th, I believe it is. Sometimes like the 18th. So it's usually around April's deadline, but they'll extend it to like October. Some people, they still want paid. So not paying your taxes is only a temporary solution. Eventually, you are going to have to pay it. If you don't pay, you will go to jail. I don't make the rules, guys. You will go to jail if you don't pay your taxes. And it causes other problems too. Especially if you have like a family, it will be stressful for your family, for your marriage. Not paying those taxes will be stressful. But seriously, what is it with people? They just don't want to pay taxes. They will not. I mean, I don't want to pay taxes too, but of course I pay them. But seriously though, you have to pay taxes. You refuse to pay it, the debt's not going to go away. It's not going nowhere. You do have to pay. And it's nobody else's responsibility to pay those taxes but you. If you have like a W-2 job, maybe consider increasing how much federal tax they take out. Sometimes that could help. That could reduce the amount you pay when it comes to paying taxes. Well, I know some people don't have like a W-2 job. Some people have their own business. If you know you're going to pay taxes, just put money to the side for taxes. Every time you get paid, take a certain amount out and put it towards the taxes. That way, when tax season come around, you don't look dumb. You don't have enough money to pay those taxes. You have enough to cover it. I mean, I get it. We all get a rush patch at some point. But if you just don't pay your taxes, you are going to just make things harder for yourself. And sometimes people just do that every year. They're like, okay, I'm not going to pay the taxes this year. I'll pay it next year. Next year come around, they don't pay those taxes. So now they owe 2 years worth of taxes. Then the third year comes around. At this point, you're going to get some ugly calls from the IRS. And eventually, you will get arrested if you just don't pay. So you have to make that payment. So Kent, what if I don't have the money to pay the taxes? Do you have like credit card you can make the payment on? That could be another option. Do you have a loan? And like I said, you could extend the time you pay your tax to like October. And between April and October, try to save up some money to pay all those taxes. Try to do it as fast as you can because it's just going to get worse if you don't pay. Because then next year come around, you got to pay those taxes too. So I just said 2 ways to avoid this. If you have a W-2 job, you can increase how much they take out for federal taxes. I mean, I actually just did this. I'm not sure it went through though. I had to go back and look. So I had it set up to where they take an extra $20 out of my paycheck. I mainly did that because I work these side hustles for like Uber Eats, Walmart Spark. Because I actually did have to pay this year. It wasn't too bad. I just paid. I didn't complain. I just paid just like that. Fortunately, I was able to pay it completely, 100%. But to avoid it that year, I increased how much my W-2 job takes out of the taxes. Because one thing I noticed with my W-2 job, usually I get like quite a bit of money back. But since like 2024 and 20, I noticed that I didn't take as much out in 2024, and the same thing happened in 2025. So I just increased how much they take out by $20, and I'll see if that works out. So that's another option. Some of y'all might have to put $50 to pay all that extra tax. I mean, $50 isn't too bad. If you get paid every other week, then that's like $100 every single month towards taxes. So 100 times 10, that's like what, 1,000 plus another 200, 1,200. So another $1,200 toward taxes. So it takes some weight off you, and who knows? You might not have to pay anything. You might have to get money back. So that's what you can work on. And especially if you have like a 1099 job, that's like the only thing you're doing is that 1099 job. A 1099 job is basically you working for yourself, like the Uber Eats, the Walmart Smart I do. That's like a 1099 job. You want to take like a certain amount out of your paycheck and put it towards the taxes. So just do that every paycheck, and it should solve your problem. But what you don't do is just don't pay your taxes. It'll put you in more trouble. I mean, if you really don't have enough money to pay those taxes, I mean, you get a loan. You use like a loan to pay those taxes. Then you just make the monthly payments on the loan, and make sure you don't make the same mistake the next year. Make sure you actually have enough to pay 100% off of the taxes. So you don't have to make a second loan, because that's one thing you don't want to do. If you're paying loan for like the last year's taxes, you're trying to get that down. You're trying to bring that loan down as fast as you can. But if you do like the same thing next year, don't have enough money for taxes, then you make another loan, I mean, you might get rejected, or even if you don't get rejected for that loan, I mean, now you have more money to pay for that loan. You have more monthly payments, because now you have like 2 loans. So just make sure you pay your taxes, guys. None of us want to pay taxes. Don't fight paying taxes, because it is a losing battle. There's no escaping it. Unless you die. That's the only way you're not going to pay taxes anymore, is if you're dead. But other than that, there's really no way to fight paying taxes. That's just something that you're going to have to do. So I wasn't sure what video I was going to do today, but tax season came around and somebody was telling me about taxes, so I feel like I need to do this video. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And again, don't fight paying taxes. Make sure you pay those taxes. So it'll keep you out of trouble. Bye for now.